And here is the weather forecast for the week of September 5th. And it is Wednesday, and the moon is in Aquarius, seeking to be appreciated for its unique social significance and also be treated equally within a group. Whatever you have on your to-do list, the energy flow of today, Wednesday, is probably easier than Thursday. Thursday has a higher probability of twists and flakes that may disrupt your efforts to move forward in a straight line. Don't make a mountain of crisis out of a molehill if this happens to you. Your coping strategy is to chill. On Friday morning, Moon enters Pisces, driving the next 2 days with a more emotional approach, as opposed to the Aquarius moon's detached objectivity. The moon will be full on Saturday morning, opposing the Virgo sun. So we anticipate illumination and release in matters of fact versus fiction. The biggest news in astrology this week is that Mercury goes retrograde on Friday night, and there is absolutely, positively no reason to freak out. Mercury retrograde gets a bad rap because we are geared in this crazy modern age to always be thinking, doing, moving forward. But you know what that gets you? Burnout. We need our downtimes, and Mercury retrogrades are the perfect time to give our minds a rest. Why else would your computer or phone be crashing now? Because you are supposed to be slowing down. And as you slow down, it is vitally important that you focus. In the language of astrology, Mercury refers to mindset, travel, and communication. When it is retrograde, it appears to move backwards in the sky from our perspective on planet Earth. It's not really moving backwards, but that's how it seems. Mercury goes retrograde 3 to 4 times a year for a period of 22 days. This time, Mercury will be going retrograde in Libra, the sign of balance and diplomacy and fairness and relationships. So as Mercury retrogrades back through Libra, we are likely to be hearing about news involving, on the one hand, and on the other hand, both sides of a situation and themes of polarization as one person takes one side and the other person takes the opposite side. That's what will be driving the news. When Mercury is retrograde, you should be prepared for travel delays, scheduling screw-ups, computer crashes, having to repeat what you just said, surprise reunions, misunderstandings, the past coming back for a second look, and having to repeat what you just said. Use your focus and double check important details like email addresses and instructions for assembling IKEA furniture. If you are looking for a job, Mercury retrogrades are the perfect time to reach out to people from your past. Trust that they will be happy to hear from you, but don't be frustrated if they happen to be away on vacation and keep rescheduling meetings, which is something that just happened to me today. I mean, so perfect. Also, triple check your emails and resumes before you hit send, as there is a higher probability of typos and other sloppy snafus. In your business, you'll need to make sure that all communications have been received and clearly understood. Make sure your files are backed up. Also, be aware of a higher than average probability for delays in shipping and travel arrangements. You may also find it profitable to review a project from the past. Maybe you've shelved it then, but now is the time to reconsider. But be advised that a spontaneous, out-of-the-blue idea for advancement may not feel so sound when Mercury turns direct. This is why the conventional wisdom advises against finalizing or signing contracts on deals concluded during Mercury retrograde. An exception might be made if you are renegotiating or relocating. But if you absolutely must close a deal, and sometimes you have to, triple check everything. This is a good time to schedule a corporate retreat, any activity that affords the opportunity to review past performance is encouraged. Research on a new strategy is also favored. Mercury retrogrades are not favored for launching a new website or a new communications system. Avoid making major electronic purchases if you can. Don't believe everything you hear in the news. Rumors have a higher probability of spreading during Mercury retrogrades. When in doubt, be silent. Do plan on relaxing, reviewing, researching, reorganizing your closets, regenerating, reconnecting, and recreating, recreation, playing, and reviewing your life, maybe with your astrologer. I'd be happy to help. And now, the news. So on Sunday, the moon was in Sagittarius, which was an apt time to get outside your comfort zone and push a few boundaries. The news was likely to be big. That was the theme, compared to the Sunday before, when planetary patterns suggested headlines involving cuts and controls. And you can go back and look at last week's forecast and see what happened. So here's the front page of the New York Times. And already we've got a headline here, pressing limits. That's so great. And this subhead here, providers are pushing legal boundaries. This is so moon in Sagittarius. And here it is, right on the front page. Here is how the big haul for the GOP melted away. And so big haul. And this one, we've got big ships evading the law. So they're escaping control. And this headline, I didn't tell you about this particular planetary pattern, but it is amazing to see it here on the front page. There is a planetary pattern that's exact right now that involves themes of big and nautical. So ships, for example, and fog, and things not being quite what they seem. And here we have shady ships send digital mirages to evade the law. Astrology is amazing. And that's the weather forecast for the week of September 5th. Good Lord. And I'm your weather gal, Elisabeth Grace. Back to you in the studio, Allison.